Couple of miles from the Capitol building at beautiful Nationals Park in our nation's capital. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Gene Segura standing in, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Philadelphia.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Segura.
And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. Left side, but well foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Eaton going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew it was going to be a triple.
Standing in now, Theodore Hagan. Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He had exactly 100 RBIs. And if you talk to him, he'll let you know. 100 RBIs is pretty special, folks. I think he's the kind of guy that can have another big year.
Come set. The 0-1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called as Clyde Washington strikes. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count leverage. You have to find a way to move traffic with the heater.
Another try at 2-2. And a foul pop behind the plate. Real Muto waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the third baseman, Anthony.
In there, strike 1. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 2 out, nobody on. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies' first baseman. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Line drive to center field. Eaton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Batting 5th.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. A ball and no strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. Skied into straightaway right. Kendrick waits on it. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Michael Franco. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Turner has it. Throw on to Adams will take care of him, and the inning. Juan Soto to the plate now. Set to lead off the home half of the second. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting 5th.
In now for Washington, Matt Adams. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And he fouls this one off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting 5th.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Fouled off. Bottom of the second here with no score. The next 1-2 pitch. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Nationals gone in order. We'll move to the third with no score.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
Into the box now, Odubel Herrera.
Odubel.
First offering on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Hit hard on the ground to second. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. So stepping in, Gene Segura. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Here's Brian Dozier now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And another foul ball.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Herrera's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So one gone in the inning now for the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Sent on the ground out to second. To his left, Hernandez. On to first, and Suzuki's retired. 2 away. Here's Howie Kendrick. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. No balls and 1 strike. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play. So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Now to the plate, Theodore Hagen. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And he's safe.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
And now Bryce Harper lifted in the air to center. Eaton is under it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead. So digging in now, Rhys Hoskins. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And it's fouled away. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Now another 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And he pops it up back behind second base. Dozier backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Now batting, JT Realmuto. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to left. Soto is going to have room out there as he puts the third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2, here it comes. Right side to his left, Hernandez. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The center fielder.
Striding in now for the Nats, Adam Eaton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
At the plate, Anthony Rendon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3. Striding into the box, Michael Franco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, 1 looked like a knuckle curve, and it's 1-1 now. Line hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Adams has a play, 1 away. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Dozier is there. And he makes the catch for the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura. First offering on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Hendrick has a read on it, and that ends the inning. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point.
And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting.
1 gone for the Nationals in the 5th. And up next, it's the left-handed power threat, Matt Adams. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Ground ball right side. To his left, Hernandez. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batter.
So striding in, Ryan Zimmerman. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Cesar Hernandez.
This is pulled into right. And Kendrick will make the play on it for the first out.
The batter, the third baseman.
At the plate, Theodore Hagen. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 3.
Next will be the cleanup hitter,
Right.
Bryce Harper, 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Hit sharply on the ground. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
That was a well-executed pitch right there. Change up, down and away, but he just got beat with it. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
Digging in, Rhys Hoskins. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Hit in the air to center field. Eaton is under it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left. Standing in, Brian Dozier. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Misses for the 2nd ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Brian Dozier is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. 1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping in, Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Count even now at 1-1. The 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone. Ready for another chance. JT Realmuto. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Designated hitter.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager, and that's going to do it now for the starter Jeremy Hellickson.
Number 51.
He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Michael Franco is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. 1 out. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's set. Here it comes. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Eaton is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard on the ground towards short. Turner fields it cleanly. Short way to Dozier, and the side is retired. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Trey Turner. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And that's in there for strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here. Harper
has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Center fielder.
1 away now. Here's Adam Eaton. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. So striding forward now, Anthony Rendon. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Down the 3rd baseline. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Ready now, Cesar Hernandez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid.
And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single. Now in the box, Theodore Hagen. First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. The first one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Eaton. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. In now, Rhys Hoskins. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
No balls and 1 strike. Comes set. The 0-1. Line towards center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Juan Soto. He went down on strikes last time up. Bullet back up the middle. Pereira has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Here's Matt Adams now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Base hit, and the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So these fans will not get to see history here after all, as the no-hit bid ends right here with 1 out in the 8th.
Matty V, so close, but yet so far. You get into the 8th inning, D-Row. You get that first out, and you're starting to think to yourself, this might be the night I finish it off.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you wait until this long, or does it start creeping in around the 6th inning?
It starts creeping in right around the 6th. You look up that, you see zeros on that scoreboard. You know you're doing something special.
Yeah, and from an offensive standpoint, you start letting it creep in right around that same time, and you're telling yourself and the boys, we have to find a way to get a knock.
Adams leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 2 balls and a strike to Dozier. To 2-2 now.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fast.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. Cody Glover enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Hard hit ball to second. There is Dozier. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 7.
Next will be the designated hitter, Maikel Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Adams ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Striding in, Odubel Herrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Two 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder. And he fouls this one off. Two-1. Here it is. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
This is pulled into right. Kendrick is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. David Robertson enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 30. David.
Stepping into the box, Kurt Suzuki. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. Been pretty good. 5 for 12. Robertson, the former Yankee, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Howie Kendrick is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter,
Nationals down to their final out now. And that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for the Nats. And this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over. And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Philadelphia took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Jared Eichhoff gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, allowing only a single hit across